I'm going to show you how to assemble this gorgeous spring flower bouquet, and it's part of our paper flower garden series. This tutorial comes in 4 parts. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the dahlia. For this bouquet, you'll need the kit, scissors, a hot glue low temperature glue gun and glue, wire cutters with the needle nose plier, 60 22 gauge wire, and 15 18 gauge wire. You'll also need some floral tape. Also included in this kit are written instructions which you can use to follow along with the video. For the dahlia, you'll find these sheets of mid-tone pink, and this is pretty easy because there's 5 dahlias in the kit and there's 2 different cuts. You'll see one that has a bunch of small ones. You'll need one of those, and then here's another one that has 4 larger petals, and you'll need those. So each flower gets 1 sheet of each. So go ahead and punch out all of your petals. So I'm arranging these in stacks of size, and we have 4 of the largest and then 4 of these little tiny guys. 3 of this size, 2 of this, and then 2 of this. Before we start curling, I'm going to take 2 of the largest petals and 1 of my floral wires, and I'm going to just punch a hole right in the center because we're going to add a stem to this later. So starting with these 4 smallest pieces, I have this bamboo skewer, and I'm going to just lay it right down the middle and roll each petal around so you get this almost tubular shape. You can kind of just roll it between your fingers, and I'll go ahead and do that to all 4. So with one of the layers, I'm going to bring all the petals together in the center. Put a little bit of glue on the back and then place it onto another layer. And we'll want to make sure and rotate that so the petals go back and forth and they're not stacked right on top of each other. I'll do the same. I'll bunch this up a little bit. Put some glue on the back. And then add the other 2 layers, one right after the other. This one I don't need to bunch. So I'm going to go ahead and push that into the center to kind of bunch those up. With the next 3, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to grab a little bit larger skewer. So I'm just pinching the base of each petal to kind of hold it in place. I'm stacking the 3 layers so they're rotating. Hold that until it's cool, and then place the center. Now I'm moving on to my larger petals, and again using a bigger dowel for these. Same technique, you just roll them and then pinch them at the base of the petal. So these 2 medium sets, they only have 2 each, so I'm going to go ahead and glue those together, a 2 and a 2, and then I'll place the smaller set into this large one. And once that's cool, I'm going to finish the large petals, and then I'm going to put all 3 stacks together. For these largest petals, I'm finding that this glue stick is actually a better size than the dowel because I want it a little bit bigger. So you can experiment and try out different things to see what works best for you. You might notice that you get a little bit of tearing at the base of these petals, and that's okay. Don't worry about it too much if it tears a bit. Of course, you don't want the petal to tear off, but all of this will be hidden. So here's the last 4 pieces, and these 2 have the holes in them and these 2 do not. So I'm going to glue these together first, and then these 2, I'll put the glue around the circle because I don't want to glue that closed. Place those together. And I'm going to take my wire and with my needle nose pliers, bend about a 1/2 inch of the tip to a 45-degree angle, and then from the back, slide that wire into the holes so it comes through like this, and you can see how it lies flat on the paper. I'm going to put quite a bit of glue here because I want that wire to hold tight. And then take these 2 layers and glue them on top. Now I'll add some more glue into the center of the largest petals and gently place the middle section and just hold that until it's cool. Add some glue into that center, and then we'll place this right into the center. You're going to have to squish it in just a little bit because the petals are kind of curled up. So if you can hold it tight until it's cool, we'll have a finished bloom. Now we're going to add this into a bouquet. You can go ahead and finish this by covering the wire with some floral tape, and that will make it look a bit more finished from the back side of the bouquet. That's an option. You don't have to do it. It just looks really nice.